Welcome to Swolehammer. Even though we love the frantic action of Warcry and the skirmish gameplay of Kill Team, there's something to be said about fielding a big army. Hence why I started Starting Sigmar. For whoever is new to the channel or series, the mission of these videos are to help new players make a fun and efficient army from a specific faction, rounding out to a 1,000-point list, which is the lowest tier of competitive play. We also want to make it easy to acquire these items and enjoyable to hobby with. The criteria are as follows. We avoid making lists with repeat models. Models need to be easily accessible either from a Games Workshop store or Amazon. I like to support local, but sometimes prices can't be beat online. All models suggested are in plastic, and we only focus on armies with the current edition's battle tomes. We're in the 3rd edition of Age of Sigmar. Some armies still only have their 2nd edition rules, and I don't want to do videos on them until they get their new rules because the videos will go out of date quicker. So join me as we loot and pillage with the skyfaring Kharadron Overlords. Let's start things off. Why play Kharadron Overlords? Industrious as they are dangerous, these dwarven sky pirates are a steampunk fetishist's wet dream. Unique looking bubble shaped devices carry the Kharadron through their battles both on back and on their ships, all whilst clad in a modern version of classic dwarven steel. In game, your model range is small akin to your stature, where your hero options fill most of your slots. However, they thankfully all have specific functions, while your skyboats are the star of the show. Coming in 3 variants, these are your warships to take you into battle and make you the most aggressive gunline army you'll see in Age of Sigmar. Using superior firepower, bombing runs, and cleaning up with respectable melee, these Duradin do not mess around. Now, a new segment for Starting Sigmar, units to look out for. In a lot of these games, especially Age of Sigmar, demand just cannot be met, and so units and boxes might just be scarce. So I wanted to highlight units that might have some play and are not going to be highlighted in the list later in this video. So if you're interested in a different type of list and don't care about buying a half dozen boxes of these units, then go crazy. I totally endorse you. And going straight into it then, we have the hero options I want to highlight, which are the Aether Chemist and the Aetheric Navigator. Both are interesting support pieces that have cool functions in your army. While in other slots, the Sky Wardens are highly powerful melee units now in the new Battle Tome. They're the opposite build of the Endrin Riggers that are available in the Vanguard box. And lastly, Gruntstock Thunderers are just a very hefty situational battle line unit with powerful punch and a cool debuff. Now on to the buy list, and thankfully I'm making this one very straightforward and very simple. We have a 2-purchase buy list. The new Vanguard box for Kharadron Overlords, which has the Arcanaut Admiral, Arcanaut Company, Endrin Riggers, and an Arcanaut Frigate, the medium-sized ship. And guess what? To finish off this list, we're going online and grabbing another Arcanaut Frigate. Yes, 2 300-point ships to fill out your 1,000-point list makes this around $220 for your wallet. Not a terrible price tag, but to make the list work and close to 1,000 points, I found this to be the easiest and kind of just fun and thematic. Speaking of the list, we're using Barrack Zilfin because it makes those frigates battle line, which is amazing. Then we'll take the Arcanaut Company to put in one of those frigates and the Endrin Riggers from the Vanguard box as well to kind of support our ships and heal them. The Arcanaut Admiral is just a powerful hero that you'll want in any list, and it supports your list in so many different ways. Barrack Zilfin also lets you get an extra Endrin work for a frigate, so you can have multiple buffs now on your multiple warships. Though this list might be a little light on bodies, you have nice objective holders with the Arcanaut Company, Endrin Riggers that you could also make into Sky Wardens, as I previously said, for that melee punch, or just keep them healthy and keep those bombing runs coming. 945 isn't super ideal, but for a 1,000 points list just to start off with, it's not bad at all, and this is kind of the easiest way to get to that 1,000 point limit while also making it still very easily accessible to purchase. And that's it! We're getting into the home stretch now with battle tomes, and we'll be covering the Slaanesh and Khorne ones very soon. So keep an eye out for that, but let me know if the units to look out for section was helpful for you and is a good addition to this series, because I want to make this as painless for you guys as possible. As always, this is Rafiq from Swolehammer. Stay swole.